Hello, my name is Nazik Saitbekova, and today I'm going to talk about higher education in the USA. As you know, after school, students in general, they're thinking, what am I going to do with my life? And people who are going to study in colleges after school, they have some problems. One of the famous or popular problem is higher education, cost of higher education continues rise and rise. And sometimes students find it difficult because the cost of education is too much expensive. But these students need higher education for their future work, future job or plans. So that's why people started thinking about another options. Like here you can see some incredible facts. Published tuition and fees for public 2-year in district, public 4-year in state, and private 4-year colleges increased by at least 20% in the past 10 years. And here you can see some numbers, how much you have to pay approximately if you're studying like in 4-year public college or in private college. And these numbers can be a lot for many students. So that's why people or these students, they are looking for another option. And one of the best options which they can find is community colleges. Community college, in my opinion, is one of the famous and helpful solution. So, what do community colleges are? Community colleges are colleges that are taught 1- and 2-year program, and graduates of such colleges are awarded an associate's degree, which allows you to work or even continue your studies in the universities. And the main goal of my presentation today is to show some evidence that can prove why community college is a good solution, is one of the best options to get higher education after school. Firstly, what can you study in a US community college? In the US community colleges, every student can find some specials that can be good and comfortable for them. For example, colleges present programs that lead to narrowly focused applied education. For example, you can study nursing or cooking or some construction, mechanics. And usually, if you will get these degrees, you can work for the future, like after college. Or sometimes, but rarely, you can find these programs, like healthcare, IT, design, or philosophy, law, literature. Also, in community colleges, you can study English. So I'm an exchange student from another country, and in the future, I would like to come to the USA and study in universities. But again, one of my considering thing is tuition. It's expensive. So that's why even as international student, I can say that community colleges are also good solutions for international students, because community colleges have special courses for foreign exchange students that can help improve their language for later life and just even study and work in the country. What programs do community college offer? The most important and the most popular degree is associate degree. This degree has 2 years of education, from 60 to 80 academic credits in preparation for further work and study. And also this curriculum consists of core subjects like math, natural science, physics, English, and other subjects. Also, under this program, in 2 years, you can receive this assistant degree in college and then immediately enter the 3rd year of undergraduate studies at one of the American universities, where you can study for another 2 years. Community college is one of the best options. Some of their pros. Firstly is simplified enrollment. So it can make easier getting into community college than getting into universities. Like for exchange students, for like international students, they don't require SAT. Even for citizen students, they don't require SAT or ACT. But for international students, of course, they require language exams, but the scores can be lower. And also, there are no competitions for place, which means you can enter with a lower level of qualifications and grades. The second pros, and I think, in my opinion, one of the popular pros that everybody needs who's looking another option for higher education, is you can save money. It's really cheaper study in community colleges than study in 4-year colleges and universities. For example, there's a table where you can see how much you have to pay to study somewhere. Like in community colleges, approximately you have to pay from $8,000 to $10,000 for a year, while in public universities or private universities, this cost can be higher. So you can save your money. And also, in most cases, housing and meals in US colleges are also cheaper than in universities, so it can also help you. Another pros is the studies focused on employment. What does this mean? So, in colleges, in community colleges, you will have these specialists of a narrow profile, and after this, immediately receiving a degree, you can get a job and start earning. The average salary for graduates with an associate's degrees in the USA is $40,000 per year. Next one, another pros. As you can see, studying in community colleges basis for further studying at the university. So as I told you, a student can enroll immediately in the third year of bachelor degree with a credit for received academic credits and without passing additional exams. A graduate with an associate's degree can continue his studies both in partner university and in any other American universities, which makes easier. But of course, everything has good, negative, and positive sides. Another part of the topic is the cons of community college. So we talk about pros of community colleges, and there are way more than cons. So some cons. If you're going to community college, you have to be aware that it's usually paid for directly. So as I told before, it's cheaper, so which means probably you won't have any scholarships there. So you probably have to pay all money. And you must budget at least $4,000 per year in tuition costs, which can be difficult for some families, of course. But again, cost of community colleges is lower than in universities. And you can also work. You can work 20 hours a week, so which means sometimes you can pay for your next semesters, for your next year, by working. This presentation, I talked about what general community colleges are and what benefits, what advantages they have. Of course, they also have some disadvantages. But in conclusion, I want to say that community college is a good option after school for higher education if you don't have extra or enough money to pay in universities. Because as you see, community colleges, they can also offer some specialties, they can also offer some programs. Of course, they're not so much as universities, but you can always finish 2 years in community colleges and save your money and then go to university if you want to get full bachelor degree for your future work. But again, community colleges is one of the best choice after high school to get higher education. If you have problems with money, if you have problems with time, you don't have like higher achievements or high GPA, or students who are not sure that they will fit all requirements in universities, then community colleges, it's a good idea. It's a good choice and good option. For the future, as international student who wants to come back to USA, I want to say that community colleges are also a good option for international students, because if we compare currency of USA to currency of another countries, currency of USA is bigger and it's higher. So for international students, it's even more difficult to study in USA universities. That's why community colleges are even best option for international students who cannot get paid all their studying, all their cost of education. Thank you very much for your attention.